Romania is a southeastern European country known for the forested region of the Transylvania ringed by the Carpathian Mountains. Its preserved medieval towns include Soara. There are many fortified churches and castles, notably Clifftops, Bran Castle, long associated with the Dracula legend. Bucharest, the country's capital, is the site of the gigantic communist-era palatal government buildings. Things for which Romania is famous include the Carpathian Mountains, sculptures, mountain Brancusi, wine, salt mines, medieval fortresses, Eugen Lunesco Dacia, cast Dracula stuffed cabbage leaves, Nadia, pre-medieval forest, the Black Sea, and sunflower fields. And here are the top places to visit in Romania. Number 1. Bucharest. Bucharest in southern Romania is the country's capital and the commercial center. Its iconic landmark is the massive communist Patalau government buildings which has 1,100 rooms. Nearby, the historic Lipsani district is home to an energetic nightlife scene as well as tiny Eastern or Orthodox Staropolis church and the 15th century palace where Prince Vlad III in the early 20th century. Bucharest came to known as the Paris of East thanks to its art architecture and the grand municipal buildings often French design. This faded grandeur is now mixed with utilitarian buildings left behind from decades of communist rule. The truth is Bucharest is an interesting, bustling and entertaining city. To truly appreciate Bucharest, you need to really understand it, and that understanding won't come over the course of 3 days stay here. For travelers coming to Romania for the first time, it's not worth visiting. Number 2. Brasov. Brasov is a city in the Transylvania region of Romania. Linked by the Carpathian Mountains, it's known for its medieval Saxon walls and bastions, the towering Gothic-style black church, and lively cafes. Diata is the cobbled old town is surrounded by colorful Baroque buildings and is home to the Casa, a former town hall turned local history museum. Brasov has a beautiful that captivates you from the moment you arrive in the largest city of Romania. It's a place that feels much like land of fairy tales with its old town fortresses and churches, castles and mountains. There is a lesson that Brasov is one of the most visited places in Romania. Number 3. Constanta. Constanta is a city on the shores of the Black Sea in southeastern Romania. Its long history, which goes back over 2000 years, is documented as a national highway and archaeological museum near the port. The adjacent Roman mosaics complex displays title flavor dating back to the 14th century AD. Nearby, the Mohammedan Mosque is flourished with past Persian log while its towering minaret overlooks the city. Well worth visiting in the Orthodox Cathedral dedicated to St. Peter and Paul between 1884 and 1885. Nearby, archaeological remains of the ancient Thomas have been found. At the tourist port, the Marina of Constanta, visitors can stop to enjoy a drink at one of the bars, enjoying a wonderful view of the old town. Number 4. Sinania. Sinania is a town in the central Romania's mountains surrounded by ski trails. Its 17th century Sinania monastery was once royal family residence. German neo-Renaissance Pales Castle, now a museum, has skin frescoes and stained glass windows. The smaller neighboring Pilsner Castle has a half-timbered facade across the Prohavia River. The George Memorial House is the former home of the Romanian musician. Number 5. Oradea. Oradea is a city in the northwest Romania, split by Crisul Rampart River. It's known for the Baroque and Art Nouveau architecture, remnants of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Sectionist buildings line Cathedral, Strata Republic. Near the neoclassical State Theatre dominates King Ferdinand Square. The 18th century Bishop's Palace with its frescoed looms is now home to the Museum of Crisana region. Oradea is famous for its thermal springs. The river Crisul Rampart crosses the city right through the center, providing it a picturesque beauty. Its flow depends on the season. The dikes near Triggered have party controlled it since they were built in the early 1980s.